Всем привет, всех приветствую. Продолжаю играть и проходить Dogma 2. Так, я, по-моему, хотел взять золотой руды и не взял.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet ever since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel, but you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as often.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as to...
All right, he stays. But pray, bring my...
I will look after him. I swear.
Boy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet?
Wow! This'll be plenty, Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near and I want to help them. But I'm not sure what, apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. I'll talk to the priests in the meantime, see if there's anything useful I can do.
Now we've need of medicine. We can purchase it at shops, or make some ourselves by combining the ingredients.
No quarrel here.
Снадобье для лечения хвори. Это что? Что я ей должен принести? Зелье исцеления, противоядие. Противоядие. 5 штук. Ладно.
Not yet.
Теперь понятно.
Fair enough.
А у меня есть столько интересных?
An unsettled mind begets an
Nothing ever seems...
И у меня ровно 5. Так, еще я все-таки хочу вот это одеть.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you?
Два только надо, что ли?
Now that's just splendid. Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
'Tis as you say.
Thanks, sir.
Так, у нее, видимо, все.
I spend my days in quiet.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege... I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making... Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we can... You would procure it yourself. I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to... The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but where your aid is most appreciated, sir.
Tell is.
Так, нужен какой-то мясмит, и я уже видел это название, значит, он у меня где-то есть.
A moment's prayer.
Might I beg but a moment of your time?
Так, давай попробуем заглянуть к этому библиотекарю.
It's hard to find my footing in this darkness.
А этого же раньше не было.
I could swear I've seen what's needed here amidst what we have in storage.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped that 'twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not, almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin, and now this... What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed. Fine timing, sir, fine timing indeed. I've need of your services. My time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened the deterioration. I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refuse to take shape. Yet these old eyes might serve... Alas, they were as I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. 'Tis a place to which few have, though as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Masquerades with a great many attendees. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to liberate my poor... What say you? Would you I am in your debt. With those spectacles in hand, I might actually get through. Pray, infiltrate the venue and find the storeroom. You...
Так, кстати, надо будет еще к Венвард... Не Верн... Как это? К Брану? Или Бранту? Не, Брант это, по-моему, этот кот, который с двуручем был. Наверное, все-таки Бран. Короче, главным этой стражи Вернварта. Так, допустим. Что у нас по заданиям? Я предлагаю немножко поохотиться и покачаться, а то мы все что-то бродим по... Хотя сейчас сходим, посмотрим, что там про Дису. А Смит, вот у меня 2 кусочка есть, кстати. Так, Дисы, тогда, наверное, я лучше... Блин, надо было не так. Ну, не так. Нарядить... Хотя, в принципе, можно было, наверное, и отдать этот Миасмит.
Oh, sir, if you please, pray excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble... Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your... Oh, thank you, sir. You can... Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest...
Так, ладно. Дом синего подсолнуха.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say,
We collect as much as we can carry.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you... You are gone over long.
Operations team. I up my training regime.
Еще один комплект. Уже 4-й найденный комплект придворного. А, это же надо было ночью. Пятый комплект. Зачем столько? Сейчас 6-й, да? 6-й комплект. Нет. Странно, странно. Поэдисы.
mindless patrol it, if I'm honest. These soldiers like discipline.
I've kept just about anywhere.
Some skills can only be honed on. All seems well here, but even now, sure.
Seems my feet. My sword arm could use some work.
Want to win a real battle? Hard work.
Сокровищница. Вот это интересно.
Welcome, respite from all that hustle. I'm still waiting on that report.
They wish they were in my boots. Oh, got to keep moving.
Sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest. I'm a tad preoccupied just now, if you...
You seem to be rather... Tis lamentable that the captain of the late consul's guard should have been relegated to the garrison. But there are whispers that he was given this station in reprisal for an unthinking petition he made to her grace. Ever since Thesa's faction seized power within the palace, her detractors have found themselves shunted into a corner. If I were you, I'd take care not to be seen currying favor with the good captain. Thesa has eyes everywhere, it seems. I have no tidings to share, I fear.
Так, надо найти лавочку,
Tis good to be reunited.
посидеть до ночи.
You are the Arisen, yes? Like, follow me!
Back to it.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
И вот еще один такой же комплект я только что нахожу. Специально, чтобы я мог здесь переодеться, видимо, и идти дальше.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent King Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good you...
Sven, where have you been, Your Grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee, inform us when you leave your chambers, if aught were to happen to you.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
Tis our duty to see this
This is no life.
Will someone do aught about this?
Не, домик твой я покупать не буду. Дороговато.
Greetings, Your Majesty. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. And from Batar, this alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer,
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
Mr.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim, it seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great... Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. he might acknowledge that. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you?
Так я же его отдавал.
You do not possess it. I see. If you've deposited it somewhere, might I trouble you to... Else, if you've lost it, mayhap it's been put up for sale at the scrap store. 'Tis a curious shop, where all manner of useless trinkets may be found. The townspeople sell all they find there.
Скобяной лавки? Это где вообще? Или скобяной?
Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origin. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unwrap...
All that obscure advice, only to depart with nary a word of explanation? Shall we try doing what she did to us, then?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, Your Majesty? Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we will...
Это у нас новый квест о лжевладыке Латунь. Эту мы нашли в безымянной деревне. И плюс у нас там... Вон там безымянная. Вы нашли, вы нашли, вы нашли. Так, надо все выложить лишнее в эту хранилище. Так, промо у нас теперь есть.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Так, отменить. Это одеваем. Это одеваем. Так, теперь смотрим задание. Вот, да будет свет, светящийся щит, погибель нации, воющая пурга, вздымающаяся земля. что у меня из этого уже есть? Забрать. Вот светящийся щит и вздымающаяся земля. И все. То есть у меня 2 гримуара, только которые ей нужны.
Getting proper rest is a...
Предлагаю отдохнуть до утра.
You'll not believe the journey I've had. I'll wager my... I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day. Off we go then.
Feeling rested,
Так,
I
я
trust?
предлагаю эту серию на этом закончить. Услышимся в следующей. На этом все. Всем хороших игр. Пока.